I would want to get married like early October, or at all.
But
I'm not going to be picky at this point. But when my wedding is.
it's like I always have to bring up race, and you always have to make things sad.
How are we? All right, we're live.
We're live.
We're recording.
We are here on the day of Tuesday. We're recording
Tuesday.
this on Tuesday. 2 days before the release.
Yeah, we keep things relevant here on Scott versus Sarah.
Mm-hmm.
We like to be timely with relevant topics.
And boy, are we relevant today.
Oh boy. Well, this is episode 10.
This is episode 10, and I think we have decided that this may not necessarily be a format, but is it going to be the end of season 1, or is this a mid-season break?
So I guess that's up to us. I guess we didn't really discuss that beforehand, did we?
We can do whatever we want, though, because it's our show. So, like any time a show wants to, it can just do a mid-season break.
The thing is, you can do what you want with podcasts as long as you stay honest with your audience and tell them what's up.
And what's up is that
it's summer.
It's summer, and we want to fucking have some like relaxation time, and we're terrible at organizing ourselves, and schedules are all fucked right now.
No, I wouldn't say we're terrible. I think we had great momentum, and I think I want to throw it to you because you've had a weekly podcast before on your own. Mm-hmm. But now you're working with me and producer Wendy, who is back, by the way.
Who has revived
She is
herself.
back in the studio with us. It's hard. The weekly grind is harder than one would think, right?
It was hard. Well, it was hard when it was done at my house on my own accord, but mainly because I just hated the editing. And the only editing that I was doing was cutting out the end and adding in music. I didn't edit at all. It'd be a completely unedited podcast. But I just don't like fucking clicking. Even that would take like an hour and had to fucking render or whatever. And I'm sure somebody of a higher skill level would have been able to do it super easily, but I did not have that skill level. And I was like, fuck this, it's too much. And yeah, I don't know. It's a hectic time of the year. It's a hectic time of the year.
We're trying to get summer plans in. We're trying to have our weekends, for fun stuff. Not that this isn't fun. This is just a different kind of fun.
If August fucking July 2023 didn't piss on us and light fires, so the first half of fucking summer was on fire, and then the second half was in the rain, so we couldn't really do any summer shit, and I'm upset about it. And this week's we're getting another fucking downpour tonight. Yeah. I'm just tired. I just want to be able. I got out on the boat on the weekend. Twice. I've been out on the boat 3 times in the last week, which is great. And I'm hopefully being on it this weekend coming up too. But that's like the 3rd time of the summer or 4th time of the summer.
I feel like I haven't had a summer at all.
Yeah, no.
Like I feel like I did Splashy Facts, which is fun. And then this past weekend was the first time I went to a lake, like all summer. Like in a body of water other than Splash Effects. And normally like I try to get all my like beach lake stuff in like end of August. I just like cram it in.
And it's starting to get
at the end of
August. Cold already. It's starting to get chilly. I was on the way back from on the boat the other day, and like it was like not sweater weather, but for a girl it was. And it was just like a little damp in the air. And I was like, is it fucking fall already? We're getting fall the start of August?
I'm not complaining about it.
I'm complaining.
The reason you're complaining is because the world makes you think you need to do a lot in the summer.
No, it's because I like to do a lot in the summer. It's because I want to do things.
I feel like it's the pressure to have fun. This is why I hate summer. There's so much pressure to fucking have fun.
Well, I mean, I feel that pressure all the time. We will die, so I want to enjoy life while I'm alive.
Yeah, it's true. And every time that I say that, I then go, well, yeah, no shit, Sarah. You're going to be 37 next year. And then you're going to be 38. And then you're going to be 39. And then you're going to be 40.
And then you'll be dead.
And like, that's not a lot of time. So yeah, YOLO, I guess.
Every fucking year gets shorter. It's Pink Floyd time. It's the
totally agree.
Universal truth is you running your run to catch up with the sun, but it's sinking, racing around to come up behind you again. And that is how life is. That is a timeless classic. And Tay didn't write that fucking line.
Oh my God. You know what I think would be good? I think this will probably be the end of season 1, but we will not be on a long break. We will come back in the fall, like September.
We'll come back in September. I just want to
come back in September, and I think season 2 will, take a look.
Or season 1.2.
Oh my God, no, it's season 2.
No, this is a mid-set break.
10 episodes for a first season is a pretty good number.
No, but I hate every TV show. Like The Walking Dead, I think, was the ones that really started the mid-season break, which was like, why aren't you just doing a second fucking season?
Game of Thrones did that too, I think. Did they?
They did in the last season, I think, but they didn't generally. It started with, I'm pretty sure it started with The Walking Dead, and then AMC started doing it regularly. Then everybody got on board, and I hate it. So I feel like we should do one just because.
Okay, so it's a mid-season break.
It's a mid-season break. It's completely irrelevant.
It'll be a couple weeks off, a few weeks off. Probably all of August.
And there's no...
is what I'm going to push for because I booked vacation last week of August into September. So that's my selfish intent is to actually try to take a real vacation, even though I can't go anywhere. And then we'll come back with some fresh new episodes. But I still think we're going to hit the streets, Scott and I, and record some social content. So we're not going to disappear completely. So follow us on Instagram, stay up to date on that, because I think the streeter stuff is going to be so fun. Talking to random people about the subjects we've covered, like
dating icks, and fucking
plastic surgery. Do you remember all our episodes? Can you name them all off? All 10?
Morning routines. Fucking what was it? Morning routines. Body positivity. That was episode 3, I think.
Missed one.
I'm trying to think of what the second one was.
I know it.
I don't remember any.
Step
counting. Dating icks. Jonah Hill was one.
That was more recent, though.
Yeah, I know. I'm just counting.
What was 4?
What they were. 4 was ghosting.
Thank you, Wendy. We need
ghosting. Then there was. Did I say cosmetic surgery? That was the last one. So I'm missing 2.
Ghosting.
Wendy, any idea?
Why am I blanking? I did 250 episodes over of Intoxicated, and I can't remember these 9 episodes. No. Do not refer to your phone yet.
I'm referring to my phone.
We got this.
I'll see if you can guess it. Chivalry, and I bet you if you send this one out to the universe, you'll get the
manifesting.
Yeah. Tell us in the comments or the fucking Apple reviews or whatever, which was your favorite episode?
I know what mine was. What was yours?
I think Dating X was a lot of fun.
I think that was my favorite one too.
I enjoyed manifesting.
That was good.
I thought that was a lot of fun because it was a good like mix of us being funny and us being fucking serious and
knowledgeable.
Conversation. Body positivity, I did enjoy.
We had some good episodes. You
know what? You guys are real fucking lucky for listening to this podcast.
I'm proud of what we've done, and please trust us when I say that. Yeah, it's just a little break. We'll be back.
We'll be back very quick. Before you know it, before a blink of an eye.
It's also just like, who wants to like record in a hot studio in summertime?
Yeah, and I just want a consistent schedule. It'd be easier. You know what? I won't feel so bad once my kids are out of soccer.
There you go.
Right now, them in fucking soccer, that's Mondays and Wednesdays, and then we do this on Tuesdays. So it's like every Monday, Wednesday, I got soccer. And then Tuesdays, we were pretty much doing this almost every Tuesday.
We usually do Mondays or Tuesdays. I'm still rallying for a weekend recording where we spend a whole afternoon together.
I'm down with that, too.
We might kill each other.
I think we'd be fine.
But we do have a beer garden right next door as well.
Yeah, and I still want to take everyone out on the boat. Just like get the fucking days for the boat.
Yeah, I would love a boat day.
Which brings us to our final episode before we break for the summer. And it's, what is it?
Our topic is...
Summertime.
Activities in the summer.
Yeah, we're keeping it light. We're doing overrated, underrated.
Overrated and underrated. So activities that... And I guess most people know what overrated and underrated mean. So activities that deserve more praise, and I guess ones that deserve less praise.
And let's fucking get her going.
So
roll the clip, roll the music.
We are gonna base this solely off of audience feedback because I posted some polls. We had enough time to compile a bunch of audience feedback on these two subjects. I'm really shocked how much we got. So thank you guys.
Now let's start.
Do you want to start with underrated or overrated?
Let's start with which will have a fucking happier ending.
I think
overrated at the top.
Overrated. We're gonna start negative. We're gonna start negative.
Start negative and positive, right? That's the way you want to do it. Mm-hmm. Give them a little.
Is there a rhyme or reason for how I read this, or you just want me to?
Well, we don't have to go dive into the fucking audience. Let's go and I want to hear. Let's start with yours. What are your overrated summer activities? Some
might come to me more as we talk about this. Mm-hmm. But first one right off the top, and I know we had a couple people agree with this: the beach.
Overrated.
Overrated.
I emphatically deny.
Here's the thing. I'm going to talk later on about lakes and how much I love lakes. I think the beach is overrated here in Nova Scotia specifically because the water is ice fucking cold. And the rest of the time, I mean, unless you're like playing volleyball or throwing a frisbee, you're sitting in sand, just roasting, and you're just sitting there. You know, you might get a good Instagram photo, okay? I'll go to the beach for the Instagram photo. I will.
I was actually looking up an interesting statistic that said people enjoyed the beach before Instagram was a thing. And the camera, actually. I believe it was a really like an activity people would do before the invention of things that would take still photography so you could show your friends how much fun you're having.
Even before that, even before Instagram, I never really liked the beach. The ocean scares me. I will do the occasional swim in the ocean. I will go out and chase the waves, and that's really fun. But I just think the idea of a beach day doesn't thrill me. I don't love the idea of just like roasting on a beach, getting sand in like all of my crevices. You also get those little bugs that are in the sand that like bite you.
Well, I got bit by a sand flea 2 or 3 years ago, and it caused me to have cellulitis, which could have killed me. And it fucking like I had a blood infection or something like that, and it started crawling up my leg, and we had to race to the hospital and get me antibiotics before my heart stopped. While Lauren was puking out the window.
Where was this? Was here in Nova Scotia?
It was up in Cape Breton, Ingonish, like the furthest point.
Sand flea.
Sand flea bit me on the fucking ankle, and I didn't know.
Did it just look like a bug bite?
Yeah, it was a little dot. And then I woke up the next day. I woke up the next day fine. It was actually funny because people wrote in the sand outside of our tents, "No camping," and we were like, "Sorry, we take it back." Like, what do you want us to do? And then we went to a party, and then that night, but at like 3 or 4 a.m., I was fucking trashed, and I was like, "Yo, it feels like someone fucking hit me in the ankle with a hammer." And it turned out,
Jesus.
Next morning, I had this red line going up my ankle. Lauren drew a circle around it in pen, and then like 10 minutes, 20 minutes later, the red line had gone above the circle, and we're like, "Nope, you've got a fucking blood infection. You got to get to the hospital or you're going to die." And then I did. And then I didn't die. I'm here to tell his tale. So I don't like sand fleas either.
Now, here's the thing.
It.
I will preface this by saying what I do like about the beach is like I like a sunset at the beach, a campfire on the go with some marshmallows and a sunset. I love going during a full moon on the beach at nighttime. I love that. I don't like the beach day. It's blazing hot out. It's 30 degrees, blaring sun. Let's go sit on the beach.
See,
for the full day.
I'm down for it. It's fine for me.
I just get bored.
We'll go
like
swimming.
even when I've gone to Mexico, I've gone to Mexico twice. I am not the type of. I think maybe it's just that I don't like relaxing. Because I just get antsy. I just want to go do things. I want to explore. I want to do. I don't want to sit.
Yeah. I mean, you do have to fucking... I mean, it depends on who you are. Some people can just sit on the beach all day. I enjoy a beach nap. I enjoy... I do like doing things, so I prefer to go and do something at the beach. So I guess I understand that aspect of like, I don't want to just sit there and do nothing all day.
Yeah.
But I'm a beach guy. I'm a big time beach guy. Also, best place to do mushrooms.
That I can see. Listen, I'm not saying the ocean and like the scenery isn't beautiful. It's just I just don't like roasting in the heat. Honestly,
I feel like
another overrated thing, the sun.
As someone who is basically just a day walker without the recessive gene.
What does that mean?
You're pale, just not ginger.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can understand why you wouldn't like the sun. As somebody who desperately needs the sun, I can understand why you hate the sun because you don't get exposed to it enough. But no, the sun's great. Gives you life. It's God. It's what all the places base God.
Causes cancer though too.
Yeah, well, so does aspartame.
Yeah, fair. I was like,
yeah, you're drinking a fucking Red Bull.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I'm going. So wait, hold on. We gotta.
This is overrated.
What is our conclusion to each of these topics? Is it?
You disagreed with me.
I disagree with you.
Maybe we should keep score as to the ones we agree on.
Wendy,
is that a good idea?
Mark it down.
But we disagreed, so don't mark it down.
We'll mark down the disagree.
Oh, okay. We're gonna keep a tally.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wendy, what are your thoughts on the beach?
I love the beach.
Yeah, you're wrong. Okay, democracy.
Well, okay. Now, what are we doing? Because I also got audience feedback.
Yeah. What the audience say. So that was your only one? Do I have an overrated of the summer?
I have 3 people who agree that the beach is overrated.
Well, those people are boring and you guys can go fucking hang out in the shade like a bunch of losers.
All right. Moving along. Actually, 4. 4. We had 4 people with not thinking the beach is overrated.
Oh, look, I don't like having sand in my asshole. And I don't like
You don't?
sunburns. And I don't like fucking sunscreen. I don't put sunscreen on my forehead anymore. It can fucking burn because I don't want it to go into my eyes.
I hate the feeling of sunscreen on my body.
Yeah. So I like to try to get the lowest SPF I can until I have a base. And then it's like, fuck sunscreen for the rest of the summer. Once I'm dark enough, it's like, I'll risk it. But yeah, I don't like a sunburn. I don't like sand in my asshole. I don't like it sticking to, but I feel like if you just accept it, it's not so bad. And I don't like how it drains you, the salt. If you go into the water, if you go into the ocean, salt will fucking tear you apart. If you're in and out of the water all day, my taint is going to get a rash.
But you still love the beach.
Still love the beach. I mean, I protect my taint. And I try not to get
Have you ever
sand in my ass.
done a fucking float at the float center in the 1,000 pounds of Epsom salts?
I have once. Yeah.
That shit fucking stings. If you have any cut on your body, it stings.
But overall, the beach is great. It's a beautiful place it's like this cool mix between life and death. Because there's life thriving, but there's also, it's teeming with life and it's teeming with death. And it's pretty beautiful. That's why it's a great place to do mushrooms.
Okay. Moving along from the beach. Okay. So, clothes. Overrated.
Clothes?
Summer is the only season that I will sleep in the nude.
Okay. I mean,
fuck clothes. Wear as little as you want.
I sleep in my boxers I sleep in my boxers when I'm sleeping when I'm winter camping.
But I'm like unapologetic, like in the heat, when it is like blaring heat and humid, I'm unapologetically like, I'm just going to be I'm going to come into the office with shorts. I don't care.
Yeah,
fuck clothes.
Well, that's not
in the summer. That might be a stupid one.
That's a dumb one. Because your fucking clothes. You're just wearing summer clothes. Winter clothes in the summer, overrated. I agree.
I have way more underrated items on my personal list.
What else do we got?
I wrote sunscreen on my body. Overrated.
Well, I wouldn't. Does anybody like that? I mean,
I don't think so.
No.
I don't think anyone likes the feeling of getting like greasy sunscreen on their hands.
Also, way over fucking rated is the spray on sunscreen. Fuck that shit.
See, I like that stuff.
No. Because one, I'm pretty sure it's cancer. I'm pretty sure it's cancer in a can.
Everything causes cancer.
I know, but I'm going to say that one gives you more cancer.
Okay.
Based on nothing at all, I'm going with it does. Partly because if you spray it on and you get, when you squirt ketchup without shaking it and you get the fucking water, you get that from fucking sunscreen.
Oh,
and
yeah,
you're just spraying it.
You gotta shake
also,
that.
It's not that fucking convenient. Take the bottle. Here's the way to apply your fucking sunscreen. Take the bottle, make a strip down your arm, and then rub it on that way. It's easier than the can. The can does nothing. It's just we were taught that this is easier, and we're like, oh, I like the can. It sucks. You get poor coverage. It's blotchy. Your fucking kids get burned.
See, I like it because it gives me a J-Lo glow. Makes me glowy.
What do you mean?
There's a certain spray one, the Neutrogena Sheer Glow, and it gives you like you look like J-Lo.
But you can't do that with the
I'm super pale. Yeah. But like, maybe glowy doesn't look as good on a pale white girl like me. I need a fucking tan.
Yeah, no.
Okay, I'm proud of this next one though.
But sunscreen is, I'm going to say it is overrated. Or is it underrated?
Well,
what are we on right now?
Okay,
we're on overrated.
We're on overrated. I'm saying that the feeling of sunscreen is overrated.
Yeah.
But like
Use
you said,
mud.
if you're someone who likes that feeling, let us know. Because I don't think I know a single person who likes wearing sunscreen.
No, it's greasy. It's gross. We don't do it. We get burnt and then we hate ourselves for it. And then fucking aloe vera. Like that stuff is overrated, underrated because it's overrated in that it's the worst thing to put onto your body, but it does save your life. I'll go underrated on the aloe vera is where I will concede because that stuff is horrible and sticky as it is.
Yeah.
God damn, the next day you're like, thank fucking God I did that.
Oh yeah.
Otherwise you're drying out. It's terrible.
So another one I wrote was vacations. I think it's stupid to take a vacation in the summertime when you could take a vacation in the goddamn winter, which is a shitty I guess what
you're saying away from vacations.
I'm saying like a vacation where you're traveling. Like why would you go to Mexico in the summer?
Yeah, no, I don't think you should waste your time. Now, if you want to travel to another temperate zone, another temperate climate. Like
a different one? In the summer?
Like if I wanted to go to fucking BC in the summer or Vancouver or some shit, like that would be cool to see the mountains and the ocean and enjoy it. Mm-hmm. I'll tell you what's fucking, I don't even know if it's overrated. I don't know if anyone would rate this good at all, but Regina, fuck Regina. Listeners in Regina, I say again, move. It's like the 10th time on the podcast I'll say that. Regina sucks in the summer and the winter. It just sucks. But yeah, spending your money to go away when you got something good going on already.
I'd say just make the most out of like your long weekends in the summer. I guess here in Nova Scotia we have 2 solid months of summer, maybe 3.
No, we got 4.
June, July, August, September.
And September, man. September.
But even June's not full summer yet. I find.
Our June this year it's just everything was on fire, so we weren't allowed to enjoy it.
That's
it was
overrated.
Like the best part of our summer lit the province on fire, so we couldn't have fun.
That's overrated. Global warming, highly overrated.
Yeah, big time. It's starting to really take a toll. And I will say this though, as far as if you're somebody who has limited vacation time, sandwich your weekends.
Oh yeah. Oh. Do you mean like take a Friday off of a long weekend so that you get the Friday and the Monday? Oh yeah, that's what I do.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's probably not like a genius.
And my favorite time to take vacation is like the last week of August, first week of September, because I just love that time of year. I love when it's transitioning into September, because I think September is still a gorgeous time.
Yeah.
Like it's still gorgeous.
Yeah. September can be fucking pretty tight.
Those are mine, but I want to get to the audience ones because these are the good ones, okay? Because I agree with a lot of these. So we had 2 people say that patios, drinking outside on patios, overrated in the summertime.
I will agree.
Yeah, I agree too.
I love a patio, and I'm always like, get me to a patio. But usually when I'm at work and going for a work lunch, and I like a patio like once every 2 weeks, maybe. This is you get to
very
the place,
specific,
and the patio's always packed, and you got to wait for a fucking patio seat, and then you get your patio seat, and then I don't know, the drinks are crazy expensive. I think one of them was like beer gardens, which we can loop into that.
Yeah, we can loop in beer gardens because beer gardens, I'm pretty sure, also got 2 people wrote beer gardens. Yes.
Yeah. And I love beer and I love beer gardens, but it's like, I don't know. They really are jacking up the price on the patio season, which I get it. But
they're just trying to fuck us in the sun.
Yeah. And I don't think we should be fucked in the sun. I think we should be fucking in the sun, which you can't do on a patio.
Also, we'll just say, inside, you got AC and no wasps.
Yeah.
There are... I'm sorry. You know what's overrated? Bees. I know the value of bees. But I fucking hate those guys. And I will gladly
Listen, are we differentiating between a bee and a wasp?
Both. Anything that buzzes and can sting me, fuck off.
But
I don't
a yellow jacket, a yellow jacket.
Okay, if it's between a wasp and a bee, I'm going wasps. I hate wasps more than bees.
Yeah, bees.
If I see a big
bee ain't fucking around.
Okay, so this is what I'll say. If I see one of those big bumblebees, the little cute ones, I'm okay with them.
Yeah,
because they look kind of like little animals or little Pokemons.
They're like little Winnie the Poohs.
But like,
of the bee
I'm
world.
sorry. I understand. I follow the beekeeper girl on TikTok where she's like 1,000 bees just like she talks in this calming voice and she's like going in with her bare hands and like she's like another day of saving the bees.
Overrated. People fucking talking in calm voices about things. Oh God, look at these bees.
Do you not have ASMR?
No.
You don't get relaxed by that?
I like the sound of bubble wrap popping.
Okay,
I like the sound of a fucking crunchy pickle or some shit. But I'm just tired of people going and talking in that contrived, soft voice. And it's like, can you just fuck? If you're passionate about it, can you show me some fucking passion?
Maybe they're purposely doing an ASMR channel.
Well, fuck them. Then burn
You
yourself.
know that if we did like ASMR is so popular.
I know.
That if you did it.
Because the future's fucked. Because the youth are weird.
You know what? That's so funny because ASMR is mostly what I watch these days.
Yeah, because you're mentally ill.
When I discovered it and I discovered how calm it makes me and how much it helps my anxiety, I was like, I'm not watching anything else. Like fucking Saturday night, there's no Netflix for this bitch. There's no fucking Prime or Crave. It's just
do you know how sad that is?
YouTube and watch ASMR videos.
You know how pathetic that is? Do you know that they make toys for infant, like 0 to 3 month infants that are basically ASMR toys? You crinkle it, you put it in your mouth, you chew, it makes a sound, it feels nice.
Visual ASMR is also a thing.
The tags on your shirt, it'll have tags on your shirt, and then it'll have a little bumpy part.
But everyone's different. There's different kinds of ASMR because there's like the sensory, the hearing, and then there's the visual because they make these visual videos for babies to like kind of keep them entertained.
Yeah.
And one night I was getting high with a friend of mine, just smoking weed, and we put one of those on, and it was just like dancing fruits, like the little fruits were just dancing, like they're like doing these movements, and we were just like, this is so great watching this high. Gotta be high though. Gotta be high though.
36-year-old woman admitting to this?
Yes.
See, this is what I mean. We're so fucked.
Yes, we are.
We're so ruined. Who is going to take care of us when we're old? Because we got these.
Well, you have kids that will.
Oh, God, I hope.
I don't. No one's taking care of me.
I'll tell you this: my kids are taking care of me, not fucking anybody else. Y'all can die unless you're contributing to the population. Because my kids are giving me the sponge bath, and all the vacancies in the old folks' homes. They should just be filled by people who contributed to the people that are working there. How do you like that, fuckos?
So you're saying, wait, sorry, what?
Saying if you raise a child, if you are involved in raising a child,
yeah,
then you get first dibs on the fucking old folks' home. Doesn't have to be your child. You could be a stepdad. You could be part.
So you're saying because you put the work into raising someone?
To putting a body there.
Okay.
Then you get to have first dibs on the fucking... Because you got to have fun the first half of your life.
So you're just bitter.
So the last... Yeah, no. I gotta fucking create the future. And you guys get to go out and drink on patios in the fucking beach and have fun. And then I have to be decrepit and you get to sit in the fucking old folks' home. It's like, no, I'll be decrepit. I'm going to lose my mind and someone's going to wipe my ass.
It's whoever can pay for it.
Who are they paying?
If you're rich, you can get a spot in an old folks' home.
No, fuck you. Did you work at all to pay in this motherfucker?
You know that there's other kinds of work other than raising kids.
Yeah, I know.
Contributing to society.
I think you're missing the point. Is that
I think I get it, actually. I think I get what you're saying. I'm not totally...
You're not getting it because you're saying...
I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just raising points.
Of course you're rich. You didn't have children. And now the population has collapsed and there's a limited amount of people to take care of the old folks.
Are we getting into the kids discussion now?
No, we're not getting into the kids discussion. I'm just saying, when I am old, if I created the employee... Doesn't have to be a fucking person that works at an old folks home. Maybe they're at fucking sports center fucking working as a first AD or some shit. They're a human being contributing to society. That means I get dibs on another human contributing to society because I had to suffer and burn my youth while you guys were doing fucking shots or whatever.
I feel like you still had some of your youth.
What? Yeah, because I feel
like you probably had more of that than I did, and I never had kids.
Yeah, because I don't resent the sun.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I don't hate happiness. I try to go for it.
Resenting the sun, Sarah McClellan's brand.
No, I mean, look, I'll make an exception. I'll make an exception for step parents and good aunt and uncles. Even no, you know what? No, they don't get the exception. If you're a single person, you didn't have children, and you worked at a fucking daycare, then you can have one.
You know what I will say?
Then you can have a slot at the old folks' home. But everybody else who's out there right now planning vacations with their money they don't have to spend on raising the future, your future is gonna suck because you're gonna be a homeless 87-year-old with no medication and nobody to wipe your ass. And that's what you got, because what'd you put there? You fucking spent your life enjoying yourself. If the first half was great, the second half sucks. And that's how it works.
I will say I really do hate the people on social media who are like just jamming it down our throats, the idea of not having kids and why people who have kids are dumb for choosing to have kids.
Yeah, those people.
I think that's awful.
Die in the winter in my world.
And I will just say that I'm not on any birth control. I haven't been for a while. Not saying I'm trying. I'm just saying if it happened, I'm keeping it.
No, that's fine. And
I'm
that's
trying,
fine.
Scott.
But listen,
Find me a father.
If you do,
figure
don't fucking show that child ASMR videos. Make it someone capable and not a man baby or a woman baby.
So, anyways, beer gardens and patios.
Overrated ASMR.
Well, that's not a summer thing.
Fucking weirdos.
That's not a summer activity.
It is for you. You were doing it last night when you were stoned or whatever.
I mean, I watch ASMR like almost every single
How do we
night.
get into this? What were we talking about before?
I don't even know.
What was overrated? Oh, patios.
We got to patios. We went to bees. Then I mentioned the bee. Yes, I see. I know how we got here.
That's how we got here.
I know the journey. We have more.
Patios. So we're going with what? Overrated? We agree on overrated.
I'm going to agree on overrated. It's stressful. It's the Instagram culture.
So here's
Look
my
at me,
problem.
I'm out with friends on the patio. I'm so cool.
But patio, see, this is coming. See, I don't live in the downtown core. I don't have bus access. So why patios sucked for me is that
you don't have them.
I have to fucking pay for a cab to get home, and then I got to pay for a cab to drive me back to my car the next day. Now listen, if I'm living in a city, love a fucking patio. You know what? I might be shifting back on patios. Patios are fucking tight. It's fun to get drunk in the sun.
I'm just saying that they're like
as long as
overrated doesn't necessarily mean that they're bad. It just means that they're overhyped. They're over. I don't know.
They keep you from going to the beach.
I mean, that's fair. If I'm doing patio or beach, I'll take a patio.
You'll take a patio over a beach.
Yes.
Because you got to fill a bag.
I like food.
Make food and bring it to the beach.
Yeah, that's true.
Make a fucking barbecue at the beach.
I want to do this next one because this is a good one.
Okay.
Summer weddings, overrated. And I totally fucking agree. I agree with this. I'm very passionate about how much I agree with this. You are the fucking... I bet you the people who get married in the summer also have Christmas as their favorite holiday. They probably grew up with fucking one breed of dog.
Why do you have something against people with one breed of dog?
It's a certain type of person. You know the people who grow up and they're in families that they only buy like one breed and like that dog dies and then they buy another dog that looks the exact same.
First of all,
it's cookie cutter.
You're describing Lauren right now.
Is she a beach girl?
She's
Probably.
a beach girl who has a chihuahua.
Probably.
That's only ever had a chihuahua poodle type thing.
Probably.
Well, I guess the other one was a Yorkie, but a small dog.
Betcha she wants a summer wedding.
Oh, but look, summer weddings.
The fucking basic bitch of weddings.
Are great for the people getting married. They're great for the guests at the wedding, but they suck because everybody does them, and then your whole fucking summer was, oh, Jesus Christ, I was going to a wedding every fucking weekend.
Exactly.
And then when you're not having a summer where you're going to a wedding every weekend, your friends they're having that summer. So the last 5 years, I've either been going to weddings like most weekends, or my friends, when trying to plan things with them, they've been like, oh yeah, I got a wedding.
You know what I will say?
But they're fun. I'm back on weddings.
I love a wedding. I think summer weddings are overrated. And maybe that's just because like I haven't been to one in a while. The ones I have gone to have been fun.
You
gotta have a tent though. Have a fucking tent.
Yeah. Or like a venue of some sort.
Yeah. Like.
But like, so when's the best time for a wedding? Fall?
I still think September, October.
I like fall. My sister had a fall wedding and it was quite nice.
That's October, baby. I would want to get married like early October, or at all.
But
I'm not going to be picky at this point. But when my wedding is.
It's like I always have to bring up race and you always have to make things sad.
How are we? I mean, That's the podcast right there.
Spring and fall. So the shoulder seasons, we'll call them, are
Spring
the best.
is not great for weddings. There's so much rain in spring.
Listen, if it's not raining, it's a good time.
Also, rain's apparently good luck on your wedding day.
Yeah, and rain actually happens year round.
And you get some cute umbrella shots and you stand in the rain and you're like, I'm so cute. Look at us. We were under an umbrella.
Stop that. No, so was that one an overrated? Was summer weddings?
Summer weddings. Okay. The next one is
Sweating in a suit. I'm good.
Can't imagine
I'm good
that's
to
fun.
go. I'm good to go overrated on the summer wedding, but only because of the volume of summer weddings that occur and the way they fucking torpedo all your plans.
I just think it's unoriginal.
Well, what? You've got 4 fucking options.
I think it's I think it's the most basic bitch of the options is the summer.
But there's 4 options.
If you're a winter wedding person, you are cool. Like you are different. You are unique. You're taking a risk.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
you're not taking the easy way out if you're doing a winter wedding.
A winter wedding is definitely the most hardcore of the weddings. Second would be spring, fall, summer.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with that. This is a local one, which is the Harbor Hopper, which is like a tourist boat / vehicle.
I'm going underrated.
For the Harbor Hopper? So this thing, to explain to people who aren't in Halifax.
It's an amphibious boat.
It goes around the city, and then it goes into the harbor, and so you get kind of both experiences, and apparently they make up lies about the city and tell the, this is what I've heard. I don't know.
It's not disparage.
I haven't been on. You want to get Harbor Hopper as a sponsor?
No, look, listen, yeah, somebody lied on the Harbor Hopper, but that's not their fucking directive is lie to the tourists.
They're trying to be entertaining, I guess.
They talk about that lady or that face in the church, and they say that happened, and then it's a ghost or whatever. And but no, I didn't want to do the Harbor Hopper. I was an overrated on the Harbor Hopper, and then I did the Harbor Hopper, and I was like, you know what? It's kind of nice.
I've never been, so it's hard for me to tell.
You know what?
It's
so
overrated or not.
let's expand
Convince
that.
me to go on the Harbor Hopper. What's good about it?
You get to go on a boat. Boats are sweet. You get to go for a drive. That's kind of cool. People wave to you.
Yeah, that's kind of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I could see how it could be fun.
Let's broaden that to the listeners who aren't in Nova Scotia or Halifax. Tourist destinations. Overrated or underrated?
I always think that they're overrated.
I disagree. I think that tourist destinations are
Depends
underrated.
on the city, maybe.
Okay. The fucking Murphy's on the Water, over fucking rated.
Citadel
that place
Hill?
sucks. No, Citadel Hill's sweet.
Pretty good.
Citadel's sweet. But a lot of tourists, because you never go to your own provinces or your own states' tourist destinations. And I think that you'll enjoy yourself. Generally, if you do, maybe you don't want to go in the fucking heavy seasons. But I think...
I'm a sucker for the Instagram photo in front of something familiar that makes people go, oh, cool, she's in front of that.
I'm a sucker for the fucking infographics. Those little, billboards that tell you.
The signs that tell you about things.
I read them all. I read every one because I want to learn.
What's the most stereotypical tourist place that you've visited and, ever?
Ever?
The most stereotypical, most recognizable thing that you ever stood beside?
I mean, I went to the top of the Rockefeller Center in New York.
Did you do Empire or
We didn't do Empire fucking
Did you
Girl
do Statue
building.
of Liberty?
Liberty, no. We didn't do that. We walked the Brooklyn Bridge. We went to Radio City Music Hall and saw the Rockettes. It was actually fucking incredible. I did not want to do it.
I will say New York's a good one to do the standard stuff.
Yeah.
I think.
We went to the fucking cellar, Comedy Cellar. That was fucking awesome. That was so great. I sat right up front, which is
That's pretty cool.
It's like the not cool thing to do as a comedian. It's like, why would you sit up front?
I mean,
I'm a
never.
comedian. It's like, nah, fuck, man. I'm at the Comedy Cellar. I want to fucking be there and see what it's like to be an audience member at the Comedy Cellar.
You want to see
Do
the
I want to
beads of
perform at the
sweat.
Cellar? Fucking A right. But I'm not there to perform. I'm there as a nobody watching a show. I want to fucking be in the middle of it. So, tourist attractions. In Nova Scotia, I think for the local people in this fucking province, you got to do yourself a favor and start going to the tourist attractions. Go to Scotts Bay and go do the fucking Cape Split hike and shit like that.
I've never even done that.
We live in a goddamn insanely beautiful province and nobody looks at it, and it's fucking incredible. And I really do think that people don't give it enough of a chance. Even Peggy's Cove's got
I actually think a lot of people live here and still haven't seen things like I've never done Cape Split. I would love to.
I haven't either, but I've gone to Scotts Bay.
Road trick. Yeah. Road trick. Road trip.
Listen, if we get a day nice enough to fucking go to Cape Split, we're going on the boat.
I think that'd be fun.
I'll
Okay,
take you to Hearns.
let's wrap up. Overrated. We have one more.
Okay.
And this is just absolutely insane. I really enjoy this person who sent this in, but ice cream.
Yeah, fuck you.
Overrated. Are you crazy?
You're banned from the podcast. Block, delete.
Is there
what the hell's wrong with you?
anything better than summer ice cream? No.
Is there anything?
Very few things are better than summer ice cream.
If
now,
you're
I will
going
say
on
it
to
melts. It melts, and that's kind of annoying.
Okay.
But
yeah. Well, what kind of fucking loser is taking their time with ice cream? Like, I'm a pig. When I eat ice cream, it's like I should put a towel over my head so you don't see me, because I don't lick. People lick. Do you lick or bite? I fucking inhale that shit. I fucking take a giant bite.
Ice cream and peanut butter.
Yeah.
Peanut butter ice cream.
I'm a food slut, so I fucking go for it. But ice cream, no, not overrated. I want to know what the justification is. Expand.
I'm going to
melts
assume
quick.
it's the melting, and maybe it is the lineups. If you go to the waterfront, Halifax waterfront, there's a bunch of places to get ice cream. Lineups are obscenely long.
And often worth it, because
Sometimes-
in the end you get ice cream.
Yeah.
The only thing
And-
that sucks
and
about
listen,
ice cream is when there's not enough options for ice cream.
I'm also disagreeing this as a lactose intolerant person who literally has explosive diarrhea every time I have ice cream. I will still push through and have ice cream so long as I am going home immediately after.
To shit your pants? Can't you take a pill for that stuff?
You can, yeah. I just haven't had some in a while. I need to get some more
Yeah, man.
digestive enzymes. they're
Ice
called.
cream is dangerous for me. It's like, of the sweet foods, it might be the greatest. Favorite ice cream, what is it?
You're gonna hate it.
Rum raisin. Isn't
No.
It? Okay.
Is that a DD's ice cream original?
No, it's like a
okay.
fucking stand. I don't
My
know, Scotsburn or some shit.
favorite is mint chocolate chip. I know that's like
You're
a
gonna talk about basic bitch.
I know it's pretty basic. I also like there was a Farmers or Scotsburn ice cream called Black Raspberry Cheesecake
Now there we go.
that I haven't had that in a while, but that's probably my second favorite.
I like Cherry Garcia, if it's coming from Ben and Jerry's.
Yeah.
I like it when there's fruit in my ice cream. If I'm
Yes.
going for the sweet, that level of fruity sweet, then I'm all about like if I get a good fucking strawberry ice cream.
Oh, I love
with
a strawberry
chunks
ice
of
cream.
strawberry.
Yes, Scott,
Underrated
yes.
ice cream is fucking
Strawberry.
strawberry and vanilla.
Yeah, vanilla's great.
Vanilla's actually tight.
I love a McDonald's just standard vanilla cone every now and then, and they're so cheap too. They're like $1.
And then if it's the other way, I'm going for a fucking chocolate fudge brownie or a cookie dough. But I want lots of cookie dough. I don't want this bullshit size of my pinky fingernail pieces of fucking cookie dough. Like, I want
the real shit.
goddamn cookie in there. So, no, you're wrong about the ice cream. I don't even know what the hell's wrong with you. Seek help. Thanks for listening. But
Okay.
I guess the silver lining is now you know you need to seek professional help.
Oh my god.
People don't like fucking ice cream. Of the sweet foods, what's
it's
better?
summer specific ice cream. We're talking summer ice cream in the summertime.
Well, in the winter.
Do you eat lots of ice cream like in any other season, or is summer the main season that you consume ice cream?
Summer's the main season I consume ice cream, but I try not to consume ice cream because when I start consuming ice cream, I've got like 6 tubs of fucking Ben & Jerry's at the house right now, and it'll last me till the end of the week. I spend way too much on my ice cream. Gets my dick hard. So
ice cream, Scott's Viagra.
yeah. 100%. So not
Scott's Viagra and my whatever makes you
so
shit.
we're agreeing that it's not overrated.
I totally agree on that one.
Okay.
So we're gonna get into underrated now because we got a lot of them.
Listening.
We got a lot of them. We're gonna try to go through them quickly because what are we at for time, Wendy?
We're coming up to an hour, I think.
We're at an hour and 3 minutes.
Jesus.
Hour and 3.
Okay.
But we did a lot of ramble that could probably get edited out.
So I wrote down some underrated things for me personally. I don't think any of these are overlapping with our audience. Overcast days. Underrated. Underrated. I'm not saying rainy and stormy, even though I love those too.
Was yesterday technically overcast?
Yes.
But overcast with breaks of yellow, partly cloudy.
Yeah. Yes.
Or mostly cloudy. I'm even cool.
Underrated.
Mostly cloudy, underrated. Overrated, full blue sky. Although I like a blue sky. But
I
like
like a stormy. I like a sky that looks a little moody. I like a sky. I like a sky that looks kind of like it has PMS, like it's up and down. I like a bipolar sky.
You're a goth chick in a lime green shirt.
I like a sky that is like, here's a rain cloud here, and there's some swirly ones here, and then there's a patch of blue here.
Okay,
and the sun is like, I like an interesting sky.
I'm cool with the cool sky.
Overcast days I think are great because you've less chance of burning. They're better for photos. Like photos are better in overcast days. Like blaring sun is not good for photos. You got shadows and shit. So like also overcast days, if you want to go to a body of water, not as busy on the overcast days.
All right. You know what? Underrated overcast days. I'm not going full overcast. I'm going mostly cloudy. I'll say is like yesterday, there were some storm clouds in the air.
It was great. It keeps you on edge, doesn't it? I love a storm cloud because it kind of keeps you on edge.
It gives dynamic. It gives a very cool, like when the sun comes out, you're like, oh, there it is again. So it gives you a break from the sun.
I fucking love a stormy sky.
All right. We agree on the underrated. I'm not going overcast because overcast to me is a full day of just gray, but mostly or partly cloudy, mostly cloudy.
Yes. If we're looking at a weather like forecast, it would say like mostly cloudy.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
I'm down with that.
I like that. I'm just going to say it. Lakes are underrated. I know I ranted about beaches. I love lakes. I'm only a recent lover of lakes, probably in the last 3 years or so.
Why?
I don't know why I never really went to lakes before 2020. I think 2020 was like when I really started actually going and swimming in lakes here in Nova Scotia. There's so many of them. They are warmer than the ocean. There are no sharks. There are no undercurrents that can sweep you out to sea. You might still drown, yes, because it's still water, but just don't be an idiot. You can float and not have to worry about getting drifted out to sea. There's no fish to bite your little toes. Is there? Oh, wait, there is fish.
Snapping turtles.
Are there snapping turtles in our lakes? Oh,
fuck
shit.
Yeah. A shit ton.
God damn, that makes me a little more scared then. I still love a lake.
The living piss out of me, and leeches.
Well, I have not experienced that yet.
Gross, mucky, mossy grass in the water. Now, listen, I love the outdoors, so I'm down with the lake.
On the lake yesterday, and my friends had paddle boards, and I tried paddleboarding. I really enjoyed it. I'm going to do more paddleboarding. But for the most part, I just floated around in my tube and they towed me on the back of their paddleboard. It was so fucking fun. I love a lake.
I like a good lake. I would say that I would go, I'd split it right down the middle, 50-50 lake ocean.
Okay.
I don't know if
you had to pick, you're going to go ocean though. You're more of an ocean guy. If you had a gun to your head, you had to pick, you're going to go ocean.
Yeah, I'm probably going to go ocean.
And the thing is,
even though the ocean scares me more.
See, The ocean scares me more. I think oceans are prettier to look at.
Yeah.
Like if I'm
there's
choosing a
mystery.
sunset location, there's nothing better than a sunset over the ocean, right?
The ocean is ocean.
But for swimming purposes, lakes.
See, some people don't like lakes because of the stagnancy of the lake, and it's like not as flowy, so you get more algae and shit.
Well, yeah, that's true. You gotta be careful of that, and then that kills dogs and
Blue algae or blue-green algae or
not
whatever
good.
it is. But I don't know if lakes are underrated.
I don't think that there's enough appreciation for lakes out there.
I guess it depends on where you're listening from. If you're listening by the ocean, I'll tell you this:
I
what's
also don't-
fucking overrated is Lake Ontario. If you're listening from Toronto and you're like, I love the beaches, shut up.
I was just gonna say people who are at the lake and say that it's a beach day. I don't like those people. You're not at the beach. You're at a lake.
Hold on now.
You're doing a lake day, not a beach day.
Well, I'd say a beach day because
There's
I grew up by a beach that was on a
a
lake.
lake, I guess. If there's sand,
Yeah.
but if you're on a rock,
Okay.
if you're sitting on a rock,
If you're not at a beach.
okay. So Long Lake is a lake here in Halifax. I'm like, not from what I've seen. There might be like little beachy areas, but for the most part, it's rocky.
Yeah. Okay.
So
Fair enough.
you go and you sit on a rock, and you jump in the lake. But if you're calling that a beach day,
No, I don't
that's
think anyone is.
silly. That's
I think you have to be at a beach.
that's very specific.
The
I've just
defining
seen
quality of a
I've
beach day
seen
is a
people on
beach.
social media say, "It's a great beach day today at Long Lake," and I'm like, "No, you're at the lake." Can I do a really weird one? This is a weird Sarah underrated summer item. You ready? Mm-hmm. Bug bites.
Underrated.
I was literally just scratching a bug bite.
Isn't it the best feeling scratching a bug bite? When I find a bug bite, that can turn my mood around.
But you say you don't like fucking camping because of mosquitoes.
I love scratching a bug bite.
Scratching a bug bite. Listen.
Underrated.
So hold on now. What type of bug bite?
like just a little mosquito bite, like the ones that look puffy with the little dot in the center.
The little dot.
Wendy has one right
That's
now.
a fucking black fly or a not mosquito. Mosquitoes.
no-see-em?
Mosquitoes just
No-see-em
have the
things?
pimple.
Okay.
But if you have the like little pus thing, which is what you're talking about, that's what you like getting rid of. Is
The
that little
puffy?
like click, a little fucking scratch it. And
Well,
then a
it
little,
looks puffy, and then it's just like looks raised, I guess, on your skin,
But
and
then
then there's
there's
a
a
little
dot.
dot. Yes.
a pussy
yes.
dot.
Okay.
And so if I'm gonna go with a bug bite, I'm gonna go with a bite from a black fly.
Do you like scratching a bug bite though? Is it not?
I like fucking ripping off a fucking
Yes.
scabby.
Yes, I
bug
do
bite.
too. I fucking love it.
Well, the worst is getting them, but I
Yeah,
do
of
understand
course.
the satisfaction. So, oddly enough, I might agree with you on
Oh my god, interesting.
underrated bug
That's
bites.
so funny.
But that being said, fuck bug bites. I don't like them, but I will understand what you're saying there as far as it's. Nice
It's
to
just a
scratch.
weird thing that I like when you get the first bug bite of the summer. There's just something about it that hits different. Like it's like summer's here.
All right, you're really fucking
Summer's
weird.
here,
Let's
baby.
keep moving on. You're scaring me.
Underrated. Being inside.
Nah, you're wrong. Be happy.
And then underneath it, I wrote at the mall, AC on a Sunday afternoon.
Ugh. Is there anything worse?
I when it's humid, hot, like heat warning, like that level of heat.
Okay, like some
I
of the
love-
bullshit that we've had where we've been in the fucking jungle.
I love going into the mall, the cool mall with air condition, and I love it. I like being inside. I'll say it. No one else is gonna say it.
No.
I'll say it.
No, a covered porch, like a fucking like a enclosed porch with bug netting around it. Cool, I'm fine with that. If that's considered inside. I'm
No,
cool.
I don't think that's considered inside.
But it's covered. It's screened in. A screened in porch.
I
You
like.
get the benefit of a deck, but you don't have to deal with
I'll
the
take
bugs.
it, but I'm talking inside. I like a movie theater with no windows. It's dark and it's cold.
No. That's what if people are like, "Oh, Scott, are you gonna go see Barbie?" I'm like, "No," because
You
not
can go
because
in the nighttime.
I'll go if it rains and I have time. But
Okay.
I don't want to be inside.
So you don't
during
agree.
the summer.
I knew he wouldn't agree with me on this one.
No, fuck, get outside. That's
The
what you
last
need.
one on my list, underrated summer activity are everyone loves to go on hikes and stuff, but I like a night walk, just out and around your neighborhood in the evening when things have calmed down a bit.
An underrated, is that underrated though?
I think it's underrated. I think it's not appreciated enough. The value of a night walk.
A night walk, not an evening. Sun's down,
dark.
gone.
I'm talking dark. Moon and stars are out.
Yeah, I mean, I love a night walk, so
I do too. Underrated.
yeah,
In my mind.
especially during a full moon. But
Yes.
I don't know. Yeah, we'll go
Ooh,
with
he's a-
underrated. We'll go with underrated.
Because I think in the summer, hiking is very hyped up. Like being out in the sun and spending the day outside is very hyped up. But like I do think the evening walk, I like if I want to go chat with a friend, I think it's like the best time to do it is like when it's dark and you're out walking and when it's nice out. Like when you still don't have to wear a jacket. Love that feeling.
You're a fucking summer girl over here. Basic bitch.
I don't listen, not everything about summer is bad. In fact, I had more underrated things than overrated things. So there you go. So we're gonna get to the listener underrated summer activities. We're gonna go through these quickly. You ready?
Go.
This is a very specific one. Trampoline naps.
Underrated?
I've never
No,
had a trampoline, so I really don't know.
I'm going full on board with underrated on the trampoline nap.
Is that
Trampoline
comfortable?
nap? Oh, I used to go out and sleep on the trampoline like overnight. But a nap on a trampoline, pretty great. I mean, you might burn because it's black and it's just attracting all the sun to you. But I'll go with underrated on the trampoline naps. You got a trampoline or your neighbor does and they're not looking, go have a nap on their
Okay.
property.
It's tough for me to
Under the trampoline nap. There's an underrated one. Because you get the
Ooh.
shade of the trampoline.
But then you're in the grass, aren't you?
yeah, but fucking
Yucky yucks.
lie in the grass. Stop being a wuss.
On that same note, someone did write laying on grass and watching clouds.
Underrated? I'm down
Underrated.
with underrated on that.
I mean, I think that's a fun thing to do. Like Citadel Hill. Go sit on Citadel Hill. Look at the
Citadel
sky.
Hill is a fucking
That's
great
good.
place. A lot of people don't realize Halifax was pretty fucking awesome. As
Mm-hmm.
much as we all hate it, it's pretty great.
Okay. Berry picking. Underrated. I think this might have been your girlfriend who wrote this.
Just trying to get me to go berry picking.
To me, that sounds hellish. To me, that sounds absolutely hellish. I don't know why.
It depends on. I mean, I'm not down to berry pick. Lauren's going berry picking this week. I am not going with her. But I will eat the berries. So I got a cousin that owns a fucking strawberry farm. Owned. I guess they sold it
Nice.
this year. And I loved picking strawberries. But I mostly to eat.
Yeah, so this is the
strawberries.
process of the berry picking. I'm going to disagree.
Being in the hot sun, fucking around with the bush. Although we spent it's a tedious time. We were up when we were in Lake Utopia, we went up and we were at the top of a mountain picking blueberries. I rather enjoyed that. You know what? I don't know.
Oh, shit.
I'm going to disagree.
Okay.
I don't. Underrated berries. Berry picking, I believe, is adequately rated.
Yeah.
As,
It is exactly what it is.
Yeah, you're picking berries. It's.
I don't like it because when we were growing up, it was always encouraged for us to go berry picking to like make money, and it was like never a good deal.
And that might be
make-
why.
to
That
make
might
money.
be. That might be why.
It was like truly, I feel like I don't even know. It didn't feel legal.
And you know what? You
Like,
just explained it.
The
That's-
little amount that you got paid
Yeah,
for
it's
it. If you're
75 cents a fucking box of strawberries.
if you
It
are
takes
going
you-
to like purely pick the berries for your own enjoyment, maybe that's better. But if you're pressured to go work, for like pennies.
Straight up. I think
Yeah,
it was
no.
like a quarter a box of strawberries or something like that. That I was getting
something
paid.
I've seen, and like your jeans get stained and stuff. Yeah. Picnics. Someone wrote
Underrated picnic. I'm gonna go with underrated on a picnic.
Yeah, I like a picnic. They stress me out a bit.
Why?
I get stressed out about like what to bring if I have all the things we need. Like I'm okay with figuring out like what foods to bring because I'm pretty good at that. Like can't go wrong with like a crackers, cheese, grapes, like that kind of situation. But like it's like, okay, do we need forks? Do we need napkins? Do we need a blanket? What about like cutlery? Like I just get a little stressy about a picnic. But if I'm invited to one that you planned, I'll love it.
You Google picnic equipment list and then you'll be fucking stress free.
Or I mean, you can just, just bring the food and eat.
Eat inside in the dark.
Just eat with your hands. Stargazing, underrated, and I totally agree with that.
Oh, 100%.
I love stargazing.
Now, I don't know if stargazing is underrated, but like stargazing, that's why I do mushrooms on the beach, is to look at the stars and go, my mind blown by the universe.
But I think it's underrated in the sense that the sky is insane to look at, and it's so incredibly beautiful, and it's literally outside. Like, so long as it's a nice night, you can go look at it whenever, and people don't do enough of it.
My biggest like I always have this like bittersweet thing when I'm looking up at the sky and the beauty of it, like over the ocean.
Yes, it's the most beautiful thing ever.
I'm going to get old and soon not be, and one day I won't be able to see the stars, and
Isn't that
fucking
sad?
cripples me.
Yeah. Well, you'll be up there in the stars, maybe.
What?
Maybe you'll be up there in the stars.
Why? I'm an astronaut.
Maybe that's where you go when you die.
Yeah, I'm talking about before I die.
Oh, okay, yeah. That would suck.
and my eyes
I
don't
see.
work.
I think of the same thing with sunsets, too. Like the same idea. Like
You'll always see a sunset.
To not be able. Yeah, I guess you have to squint to see the stars. Okay.
I can still see the Pleiades, so I'm good. But it scares me sometimes. I look up and I'm like, "Am I seeing it? Am I losing the vision?"
That's really.
It's scary. It's a fucking horrific thought.
That's a sad thought. So someone wrote floating, I guess, which is what I was doing yesterday, in the ocean, lake, or river, and someone else wrote dipping in the ocean.
Okay, floating, under fucking rated.
Hell yeah, Scott. Yes.
There are these floaties.
Love a floaty.
But no,
Which
the
ones?
floaty, the ultimate floaty, the best floaty you can buy. Don't buy a fucking unicorn. Don't buy one of those ones with the arms. Don't buy any of that shit. Go on Amazon. There's one that's like $15. It's a tube, like a log. We'll call it a log that's like 3 feet, 2.5 feet wide, and then it's a mesh.
Oh, like a hammock?
And then it's got another log, and that shit goes under your neck.
Oh,
and
I
under
see.
your knees, and you don't have the sticky plastic on your back because it's all mesh in between. And highly underrated is the drink floaty.
Oh, yeah.
Because you could put that shit between your chest and your stomach.
Hell yeah.
And it will just float along with you.
The floating life is for me. I
was
love
shitting
it.
on Lauren for buying these floaties. I was like, these look like the dumbest fucking floaties I've ever seen. And then when I used them, I was like, we need to buy 6 more of these so we can all go out on the boat and just float in the ocean and have a wicked time. So yeah, floating.
Underrated. I think there's too much emphasis put on like swimming and lounging by the beach or like
floating while watching the clouds.
Oh, great.
It's a fucking, it's literally, you can.
It's one of the rare times that like I don't care about my phone. That I'm not like.
I think that's why it's so great is that you're like completely kind of worry free other than the shark. But if you don't worry about the shark, you're good.
No sharks in the lake.
If you don't worry about the snapping turtle or the leeches.
Someone wrote reading on the beach. Boring.
Underrated. If it's in the morning or the evening. During the day and it's hot. I don't know. I was reading meditations when I was down in the Dominican.
Okay.
And it was great. And I thought it was really nice. But I mean, if you're a reader, yeah, reading on the beach might be underrated.
I don't.
I'll give it an underrated.
To
I'll
me,
chuck it.
it's not underrated because to me, when I think of a beach day, it's one of the first things I think about. And I think most people, when I see them on the beach with like photos of them on the beach, it's usually there's a buck. So to me, I'm like, nah, it's on par.
Yeah, it's like kind of like middle of the road.
It's to me, it's not underrated or overrated.
It's just what it is.
It just is.
Yeah. So if
personally,
you're someone that doesn't read much and you want to read, doing it at the beach might be underrated for you.
Yeah.
Maybe you're at the beach and you're relaxed and you're sleeping. There's overrated sleeping on the beach. It's actually really nice though.
Yeah.
Sleeping on the beach, just on the beach, like overnight, on the sand.
Yeah, we're getting crazy.
Fucking great.
Here.
No.
Someone wrote rollerblading.
Underrated?
Underrated.
I'm
yes.
going underrated on the rollerblading. First of all, one of the best forms of transportation is rollerblading. I rollerbladed when I was in Toronto to school and back. And yeah, I'm gay, but it was also sweet. It was also,
Blades? Yeah, definitely blades, not quads. Not skates.
Not
okay.
roller skating.
Yeah,
Rollerblading. Rollerblading is pretty fun, man. Like you got good control. It's not a difficult thing to do. It gets you there quick. If you got a backpack, take some shoes with you. You get to your destination. Rollerblading while drunk, difficult, but fun too.
I would not do that as a way to get around. I don't really see people rollerblading as a way to get around here in Halifax.
We're in Halifax. Everything's a hill.
And everything is shitty sidewalks. It's tough for me to answer this because I took on roller skating on quad skates in the summer of 2020 and had a drastic fall that sent me to the ER. And I haven't been back on the roller skates since. So
did you buy these roller skates?
Yes, I did.
Oh
it was
God.
summer 2020. I wanted to take up the hobby.
I remember this.
I went out about 5 times. Just like
oval and landing on your face or something.
I landed backwards, cartoon style.
Oh, wow.
Like
Yeah.
like I did this with my hands and fell back and broke my butt essentially. So to me, that's not one or the other for me. I think I'm just bitter because I can't do it.
Yo, underrated e-scooters. Those rental ones. I don't know if we have them really in Halifax.
No.
If you are in a city and they have those little rent an e-scooter things,
We have them here.
they're fucking tight. They're a great way
Have
to get
you
around.
ever used them?
Yeah.
Okay. I also wiped out
was-
on one of those
Okay,
too.
well, if you also are a child who listens to ASMR videos and you need to work on skills other than sitting there drooling over fucking some chick, flicking a comb or whatever the fuck they do. Okay, what else do we have underrated?
Look at us speed through these. So bonfires and fire pits.
I don't know if that's underrated, but if
I don't
you're
think
not
it's-
someone that's doing bonfires, it's like fucking you need to go and get a fire. Stop
I think
bitching about the smoke in your eyes.
It's one of my favorite things. So
It's the greatest.
yeah. Hiking underrated. I don't necessarily think so. I think actually hiking's pretty hyped up in our culture.
Is it?
I think so. In Instagram culture, yes.
I would say if you are someone that feels like it is underrated, you are correct. Hiking's great. Getting out in the fucking outdoors.
I do like hiking. Like, I know that you have this perception of me that like I'm not this outdoor girl.
That you're a troll.
I
that wants to
like
stay
if you drive me to nature, okay, and if we're gonna go on a hike, I will gladly go and be excited, and I will bring the things and I will do it. Love just coming home though.
Oh no,
I like
underrated.
I like coming
grueling
home.
hikes. Grueling.
I mean, I think it should be grueling if you're gonna do it.
Like fucking Cape Chignecto was fucking incredible, and that was a bitch.
One of my biggest regrets in my life is not going to what's the mountain in Catan in the States. Had the chance to go with my sisters and I didn't, and I regret that. I should have gone. I should have gone. Yard work. I can't really answer this because I don't have a yard.
Okay, as someone who has a fucking yard, I'm gonna say no. But if you want to reach out, I would love to help you enjoy your summer because we bought a house from a guy who was obsessed with the landscaping, which sounded like a great idea because you go and there and you're like, holy fuck, what a beautiful property. Then you go, oh, right, I have to maintain this shit. There is a sense of accomplishment for that kind of manual labor for sure. And I love the lawn mowing when it's done. But doing
It's the result, not the doing of.
the doing of a fucking lawn mowing, it's just this thing you got to do every week.
Also, if you mow around an apartment building, we fucking hate you inside. It's so fucking loud.
Oh, shut up. You don't have to fucking do
I don't
it.
like it if I'm trying to work, though. That's the thing.
How long does that take? You're in an apartment building.
If you work from home,
It takes like fucking 10 minutes.
no. Like at my place, it's like all morning that they mow.
How often? Once a week.
Every Monday.
Every Monday, huh? Look,
All right. Someone wrote silviculture,
civil culture.
and I didn't even know what that is.
That's like the managing and maintaining of forests. So basically clearing out deadfall and like planting trees and shit like that. Like
I'm not gonna do it, but if you do it, go nuts.
I will say like chopping wood and shit.
Ooh, nice. I like watching that if they're hot.
I like chopping wood. I like to do manual labor that you can see the result from.
Of course, yeah.
Hard work. There's something about just getting into it and just fucking doing it, which I do enjoy. So we'll say underrated. Is it underrated? It might be rated exactly where it should be.
Yeah, I would say so. Okay, we have a few more. We're gonna speed through these. We are
Gotta
going
wrap her up.
We're going long. Pedicures, strange. It's a strange suggestion.
First of all,
I think pedicures are underrated in general, not necessarily just for summer. I don't really see it as a summer thing.
you know what I did the other day? Everybody's got a fucked up baby toe, right?
Oh, we got into this on the episode that is never going to see the light of day.
Yeah. Well, I got a fucked up baby toe, and the other day I basically just ripped the nail off my foot.
Ugh, God.
It felt more like I was peeling off like thick skin because it was like so overgrown. And I never know how to fucking fix my baby toe because it's not like the normal nail. And I just peeled that shit off. A pedicure in the summer. You know what? You know what's underrated? Not a pedicure. Just having old mangly hobbit feet that are calloused up, then you can walk anywhere.
That's fair. Okay.
I'm disagreeing on the pedicure.
I
Emphatically.
like a foot rub, so I will agree.
I want my feet to have armor.
Armor?
Yeah. No, man. A big old and then look, peeling off
Ugh.
thick skin off your foot.
I mean, that is kind of satisfying. Yeah,
That's
I will
pretty
agree.
great.
I
So
will
if that's
agree.
what you mean by pedicure, we're all down. Cutting my
Okay.
toenails, I got another job for you.
Okay. Two more. So we have sitting inside with the windows open away from the bugs.
Again, enclosed
I
patio, I'm fine.
Love it.
Inside
Yes.
in the sun, no. I want to be out. Every time I'm inside and I see the sun outside, I'm like, I should kill myself because I should be out there appreciating this while I can.
That's why I'm not a fan of summer. Kite flying. So I think I didn't write it down, but I think this person also said as an adult, like you see it as a kid activity, but it's actually super fun as an adult to fly a kite.
I've flown a kite, but I did it for my kids. So
Did you have fun?
Yeah, but I had more fun because they were enjoying
Now,
themselves.
if you had a budget with if you could spend your money on Amazon on like a kite for yourself and then fly it, do you think it would be fun?
No, I'm straight.
You know what? That might be an ick, actually, now that you say it.
Flying a kite?
A man flying a kite would actually not
What are you doing, sir?
would not look great. Like girls flying kites, that'd be cute and whimsical. But like a guy,
Man flying a kite, he's probably going to slip something in your drink.
like just the idea of a man taking it very seriously.
Yeah. Like, well, there's those stunt kites you can buy, right? And I'll admit, I like watching someone fly a stunt kite. But I'm also like, that's your thing?
Yeah. There's a whole kite festival here in Halifax.
And I will watch the kite festival. And I'll enjoy that. And I'll say that's a lot of fun as an adult to see all those kites.
I've had too many times as a kid where I've done flown a kite out in my backyard and let it go, and it's just like, no.
Your life is a trauma. It's just a series of fucking traumatic experiences.
I saved the best for last because it's my favorite one.
Okay.
Out of the list. You're reading it.
I can't see your light.
It is going to the movies on a hot day.
Yeah, no.
I love it.
Oh, God.
I love it.
Why?
I love a Sunday matinee. No matter, if it's sunny out, I don't even care. I'm going to the movies. It's relaxing. It's cool. You're not sweating.
Man,
I love it.
I mean, no, man. I'm like, okay, so tell me.
We need to
You do your movie, then what happens? You come out, and then
you come out and you go, oh my God, I still have a lot of my day left. How cool.
Maybe if I can try to fucking justify this.
You go to a movie at 9 p.m., you're done. You're going to bed when you get home.
Yeah.
But if you go to a movie at say 12 or 1 or 2, you get out and you're like, I still have my whole evening to do things. And in the summer, it's still sunny.
Nah, fuck that. Wrong. You were wrong. No, fuck a movie in the fucking summer.
I don't think you're a movie guy in general, though. It doesn't sound like you like going to the theater.
No, I do. There's just too fucking many.
Is there? Not these days. Not good ones.
Not good ones. I want to watch. That's why I hate movies, is because I never know if it's going to be good. I have a hard time trusting everybody's opinions because everybody fucking raved about that everything's amazing or whatever.
Oh, I didn't like that movie.
It was
either.
aight.
Yeah,
but
no,
I think
didn't.
it was just white people going, it was a foreign film and I like it and it was incredible.
Absolutely. I totally agree.
And it was like, no, this movie
That's an overrated movie.
Fucking A, it is. It was real cheesy. And it was just, I feel like most of the hype around it was that people, white people, felt good about liking a foreign film.
Yes.
That's why people love that movie.
And I like weird movies. Look at me.
Yeah. Oh, it's quirky and fun.
I'm whimsical.
It was also kind of cheesy. You know what's a good movie? Birdman. That was a good, devastating movie.
I don't know that one.
And it was underrated, and I may be upset. It might have probably won an award or some shit, but
a movie has to be really good for me to enjoy it if there's subtitles that I have to read through the whole thing. There is a recent movie called Past Lives that I really enjoyed. That was all subtitles, and I highly recommend it.
But yeah, no, I'm going to say
fate.
Summertime movie.
Well, obviously you disagree.
Overrated.
And I think it's underrated.
And I'll go and I'll you know what I'll throw you? I'll throw you a fucking summertime drive-in movie, which
underrated or overrated?
I've never seen. I'm going to say is underrated.
Did you know that you can only hear it? I actually think that they're overrated because in reality, I've done it. I did it with actually Travis and his girlfriend a couple summers ago. We went to see Twister. The view sucks. You need the perfect setup to see it, and the sound.
Isn't it the experience? Isn't it one of these?
The experience is fun. Yes, the experience is fun, but that's really all it is.
Yeah, it probably would suck too, sitting in your fucking car watching a movie. Kind of lame. Uncomfortable.
You can't really lounge out. But guys, that's it. We did it. We went through a monster of a list.
Oh, and can I fucking I want to underrated a frisbee at the beach, and not because of frisbee. Because a frisbee at the beach is the perfect tool
to attract girls?
For overrated a beach chair. So you take your frisbee and you start to dig a hole, and with the sand from that hole, you create a little pyramid that leads into the divot. And that is a beach chair you can make anywhere. You lay your towel down into your butt groove, and then it is the ultimate beach chair.
I bet you and it's nice and cool too.
It's cool. You're lying down there. Everyone's looking at you like you're a fucking genius because you are. And you just make a big pile of sand while digging into the ground, and you make yourself a lazy boy chair in the sand, lay your fucking thing on top. Difficult to get out of.
Yeah.
But the best beach chair there is just the sand scooped out and done properly.
I've never even thought of that. That's legit.
I never thought of it either. And then my friend showed me, and then I was like, holy shit, that's genius. And then we showed up at the beach like a couple weeks later with shovels, and we dug a circle for a fire pit.
Ooh.
And then we dug a donut around the fire pit circle so that we were sitting in our like beach lounger chairs with our feet up by like the fire pit. And it was fucking
I really
great.
want a beach fire before the summer's out. If anyone can just drive me to the beach for like an evening campfire situation,
Underrated
I would love that.
beach fire.
Yes. No, I love it. I approve.
It's the best fire.
We got a wrapper. But guys, that's it. We're going to take a little break. Wendy, do you want to give a quick are there any activities that you can think of that are underrated or overrated really quick?
Not offhand.
Wendy's falling asleep.
Fucking pagan rituals. Underrated.
Underrated. You had a blast.
Underrated. You get to use a broadsword and a bow and then make spells for the weather.
True that.
We need to hear all about that at some point. We're going to do bonus episodes with Wendy coming up on the next iteration of this show.
Oh my God.
Yeah, we gotta go.
We gotta get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Happy summer. We'll be back in a couple of weeks or whatever. Send us in your topics, share, like, and all that shit. Tell us what your favorite episode was. Leave a fucking review. Share it with your friends.
We appreciate you. Have a good summer.
Yeah, have a great summer. And leave in the comments what you thought about blah, blah,
And
blah.
always remember to BMT.
Be more tolerant. That's
Do
right.
it. Bye, guys. Thanks so much.